for selling it to me.
Yeah. That keeps you bringing it over and
I promised that was the last thing I said. I know how much the truck meant to you and your family. And you talked about the grandkids and riding in it, that kind of stuff, and bring it out here. You know what? It was so fun, though. Yeah, just so you know, I replaced the fenders. Those fenders are the originals. The front of the box and the back of the box are new. But the sides are still the original sides. These are the original doors. What you do is you buy the panels and they fit them in.
Right.
That door is everything, the interior, even the frame of the seat is all original. The dashboard and everything is still original. Yeah, it was been real. You know what was interesting? You had told me, if I'm not mistaken, that the truck was from back east, and you brought it out here.
Yeah, it was from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
It was originally a farm truck.
That's what. Well, and that's the other thing.
They brought the hay and.
Well, you know what?
The
Interesting.
cows.
I checked the serial number, and your information absolutely jives. You know, you can buy these bumpers, and they're new bumpers. You can buy them chrome. But I wanted it to be like the original farm truck. You had told me about that, and I confirmed it with the serial number. And so when I was starting to take it apart, so what I did is I bought new fenders for it for the front right away, and I started to work on it. I even did some of the undercarriage work that was rotted. And I thought when I'd hammer on something, it was like Bondo. Well, maybe somebody Bondo. Well, then I remember when she told me it was from back east. It was red clay.
Wow.
I'll bet you there was 30 pounds of red clay in the doors, in the frame.
Holy cow.
But again, it was fun to do, you know, to be knocking this thing around. I've done all the frames all been redone with Rust-Oleum. The undercarriage where the wood. You know, probably, I'm sure you know, Bill, the original wood is still and I still have pieces of the original wood. I want to do something with it. I'm thinking about maybe a box that I put in the back because this doesn't have a lot of storage if you want to use it for groceries and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, that guy that I bought it off of, he put that diamond plate in there because he hauled hay and everything.
Sure,
else,
that would make sense.
Yeah.
You see what I did here? I put it in. Plywood. And then below that, I put some treated lumbers. Also a 4x8 sheet of lumber. So this thing should last forever. Forever. This is oak, and then what I did is I did two different stains to kind of make it pop a little bit, make it a little bit different than the norm.
Right. Yeah.
And then this was painted by Mako.
Mako?
Believe it, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the second rig that they've done for me. They did my El Camino, and they did this, and they were amazed at how good it came out. But what they let me do, I took it all apart before. I'll show you what it looked like when I brought it to them. So I had put it all back together, got it all ready to go, and I had bought all the parts, all the repair parts. I'll show you what it looked like when I brought it to them. So that's what they got. So it was without the fenders, all the fenders. So the reason I show you that is everything's been painted around. So all of this stuff was done off the truck, and then they reassembled the whole thing. They reassembled the whole thing.
Wow. Yeah, it does a better job when you do it at pieces.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
right.
surprised, they did a great job.
I mean, I'm surprised.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
They got this good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be this good.
No.
Do they have one certain painter that's...
You say these fenders are new.
No, these fenders are the originals.
Oh, they are.
These are the originals. The side panels are original. You see, this is new. Let me show you. You remember how you had chains on the back of it?
Yeah.
Well, this is all trick now.
Oh, Oh,
No chains anymore.
yeah.
And this is all stainless steel inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is nice.
But that's where your original baby was, where the original steel was.
right.
So, and I kept the side rail. I wanted to have it, you know, I wanted some memories of the way it was. It doesn't have to be perfect, is what I was thinking. I want it to be nice, drivable. Oh, and it drives so nice.
Good.
Yeah, good.
It drives so nice.
It's got power brakes and power steering there?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I wanted
Oh
it.
my God. It took.
I wanted it. I wanted to bring it back stock. You know, as much. I mean, I would have liked to have had the original 231 engine,
Oh.
the 6, but it's got an. I didn't tell you, but I had to replace the engine.
Really?
You
Yes.
replaced the engine?
Well, here's what happened. We were chasing oil leaks, and finally it came down to I would have had to rebuild the engine. And I found out as we took it out, I sold the engine for $150. The guy who bought it, he was restoring, I want to say like a 62 or 63 Impala, and he did the VIN numbers on that engine, and it was a 65. I would have had to rebuild that engine because what was happening is with all the oil leaks, I was still throwing oil out of the dipstick. After fixing all the oil leaks that we had in that engine, I was still throwing oil out of the dipstick.
Wow.
So they said to me, it's got to be something to do with the and I'm not a mechanic that way. So it would have been like $2,200 to rebuild the engine. For $2,400, I got a brand new engine. I'll show you. It's a Jegs engine. It's a crate motor. I'm being videoed now. Is this going to be on YouTube?
It could be, yeah.
Am I going to be a star?
You might be.
Are you showing this? Do you go
I
to car
probably
shows?
go to Escondido when they start back up.
That's
Oh.
great.
Yeah, so that's the crate motor. It's got a 290 horsepower engine. It's got 750 CFM carburetor. It's all Edelbrock.
Oh, she hauls then. Huh?
Oh, literally, Nancy, it hauls.
Yeah.
I mean, when my mechanic got it all in, the original motor that came with this, the carburetor, was a 650, and it was sputtering on the gas. So he recommended the 750, where we get more air and better mixture. You got to be careful when you get on it. You put too much gas in it. Well, it'll squeal in second gear.
Yeah.
The automatic will squeal in second gear. Are there bugs?
There was a flying.
Yeah,
bug,
those little flying things. Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
I came back.
it was really fast even before.
Oh, it was
I
pretty
thought,
quick. It was pretty quick.
I-
It'll go now.
we always.
It's probably got close to 300 horsepower now.
Yeah, terrific.
Thank you. Well, thank you for letting me show it to you, and
Well,
thank you for
bringing it over and showing
Yeah,
us.
Yeah.
we really appreciate you bringing it
We
over.
had no idea what color it would be or anything.
Now, when you see it around, you'll. It's got the original grill work. I've had that straightened out a little bit, and they tricked out the rims. I mean, when I walked in one day to see what they were doing, they had each one of these in a little stand, and they were straightening them out and filling them. And I mean, they really went to town.
Wow.
Did a real nice job. You know, this was all new. This is all new metal. Had that all replaced. You can buy this whole piece, and they weld that in. Yeah.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
or the seams.
yeah. That's all new. And it's amazing what you can buy this entire truck brand new now.
In pieces, yeah.
In pieces, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can buy this piece, everything you see here. You can buy it online.
Like, that
Yeah,
must have
she
cost you a
served us
few
well.
bucks.
What's that?
It served us well.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. And it's going to serve
I
me.
drove it all the way from Arkansas out here.
Did you really, Nancy?
Yeah,
Wow.
with 2 gears, 2 forward gears.
And you must have had some sore shoulders.
Yeah,
running this
I
thing
always
around.
kidded and said it takes 2 men and a boy to steer
Wow.
this thing.
Yeah.
We first started out, we had this and a 72 Ford van.
Okay.
And the Ford van had a trailer on the back of it loaded.
Okay.
And this was practically loaded in the rear of
bet.
it. So we started out, and I said, which one you want to drive? She says, I'll take the van. I said, okay. we hardly got out of town, and she says, I can't handle this with that trailer on. She says, I'll drive the truck, you drive the van.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, it's, so you're actually the third owner.
Third owner. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what I thought. I was pretty sure that was
Yeah.
the case. That's great to
The
know.
guy I bought her off of, he was the original owner.
Yep. And you bought it in what, 1980? Did I remember that correctly?
I think that's about right, yeah.
And you came here in 82.
We came back here in
84.
80.
83,
You
wasn't
sure?
it?
It was 84, I'm pretty sure.
84, okay.
All right.
And you got a new antenna on it.
Oh, it's got a new radio.
I noticed that.
Notice that?
I noticed that right off with the.
You got, well, the speaker holes that you had are now full of speakers. As I told the guy, I'm not much of a radio guy. All I want to do is plug the holes. And you got a piece of cardboard that'll look good. I'll make that. But that wasn't what we.
So is it a stick on the floor now?
Well, you remember you had the stick shift on the floor.
Automatic.
Automatic, and now it's still an automatic.
Oh, it
But what
is?
I did is, you know that had that box there? Well, that's now a piece of wall art. So I'll always remember that B&M shifter that you had on it. And what I did is I had to put something that laid flat. So now I can move the seat up and back without having that interfere. Yeah. Yeah, you'll like that. I had to make a boot for around there.
Oh, I see.
So it's a flat floor, so now the seat can go. See, I have it all the way back anyway, but I wanted it to make it so, if, you know, when Lynn and I get ready to say, here's the next project, then when this goes, then somebody can adjust the seat if they want to run it forward. I raised it up a couple of inches also.
For some short people.
For shorter people, exactly. It's got a new steering wheel on it. The other one, and that's also, the old one's a piece of wall art. Oh yeah, I'm not throwing any, well, it was interesting, when I went to Mako, I was showing this to Lynn as they were putting it in progress, and we saw the tailgate, the old tailgate, the original tailgate, they had it in the jet. And I was kind of good with that, so I was kind of ready to walk away, and she said, wall art, that's ours. Put it in the, we had the El Camino that day. Put it in the back of the El Camino. So now it's hanging. I told you I moved to this new house. New to us. It was a 1980s house, but it's got a 3-car garage and a side yard for me to do my car hobby.
Good.
So now we've got your tailgate on the fence as a reminder. Well, they got the old bumpers. They're coming out of the ground. They're growing from the ground. Yeah, so I got another remembrance of this truck original. Yeah, so we've kept parts and something to remind us. I mean, I wanted them to put the California mirrors, I call them California mirrors, on.
Here comes the
Yeah, school bus. So I wanted this all redone, and those are original that you had on there. You want to move to the right? Okay, I just thought I'd ask. I know you do. I'm glad to see that you're still with us. Good, good.
Are you still using that toggle switch?
Well, it's interesting. I used the toggle switch initially for the horn. And now I had my mechanic, he got all the parts and he made some parts to make the horn work. So now the horn actually, the horn button when you push it works. I was just talking to him now, because the reverse lights don't work. The backup lights.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and so I was going to do that off the toggle switch. He's now thinking with the new shifter, he may be able to make a switch off of that and have it work around the transmission. Otherwise, I'm going to use the toggle switch for the backup lights. You were using the toggle switch for what? What were you doing with it?
Geez, I don't remember.
Was it?
It might have been a kill switch at one time.
That's what I
Yeah.
think it was.
I think that's what we
For the
put
battery.
on there for.
Yeah, something I can't remember what for.
I remember
yeah.
you were moving the truck for garbage day and that kind of sweep
Yeah,
day.
right, yeah,
Sweep
yep.
day. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, We,
In fact, today is sweeper day, but you came later.
Yeah, right.
They've already been.
They've already been sweet, right?
I'll go for a ride around the block.
Yeah.
You will?
Yeah, I'll go.
Good.
All right.
Let's go.
Get in there.
yeah, I can't remember.
All right.
Have a seat.
All right.
Oh, I got to drive it easy.
Yeah, thanks a lot for coming back and let's check it out. You know,
Yeah,
it's really nice. My dad really enjoyed that.